What is good, Ninja? OG over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to the PE Nintendo Switch and Gaming News video. Today, we've got some great information for you guys right here on the Fire Emblem launch day, so I'm pretty sure you guys are having fun playing the game, but also looking to get some new information as well, and that's definitely what I'm going to do for you here. So let's go ahead and get right into the news. Siberia 2 for the Nintendo Switch launches on November 30th. So the original Siberia will launch today as well. So the Nintendo Switch version of Siberia 2 will launch on November 30th in North America and Europe. Publisher Macroids has announced. Here's a brief overview of the game via Macroids. After completing her assignment, getting Hans Vroylberg to sign the papers to conclude the sale of the factory, Kate decides to abandon her perfect life in New York to help the old man realize his childhood dream. Kate, the eccentric Hans, and the automation Oscar make for a most unusual team, but together they set off on a brand new journey. They are in the search of the last legendary mammoths of Siberia in the herd of the forgotten world. Now, the original Siberia will launch for the Nintendo Switch today, October 20th. You can read more about that, link in the description below. And shout outs because I know that Natasha absolutely loves this. She's one of the longtime followers of this channel and everything, so I know she really likes this game. So I wanted to talk about it because I think more people would probably like it if they actually knew more about the game. It's just not really too known by a lot of people out there, and this is completely new to the Nintendo Switch or Nintendo fan base. I'm not sure if we've ever had a Siberia game on there. So there's multiple games coming. Obviously this one's coming on November 30th. I've got the original Siberia that's out today, so if you're interested in picking up on this franchise or knowing what's going on, then definitely pick up the original Siberia. Check out the links in the description below. They'll give you more details and information. I think I've talked about the game as well, and there will be a physical edition of Siberia, so if you want to go pick it up in stores, you can go pick it up in stores, or you can get it on the eShop as well. So that original Siberia, it pretty much follows the same, I guess, characters. There's some of the same from this one to Siberia 2, so it's all pretty much a connecting thing. So check it out if you want to play it. It's an old school type of game, like the Adventures of Monkey Island, I think, or something like that. It's where you go and investigate, and it's really story driven and things like that. So what do you guys think about Siberia 2 launching on November 30th? Once again, another game in November, packed month. Resident Evil, Doom, LA Noire, oh my gosh, there's so many games. Skyrim, so many games in November. Batman, there are so many third-party games in November. There are so many, they just keep coming and coming and coming. So what do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comment section below. Alright, and moving into the next article here, Splatoon 2 update is out now, version 1.4.1, and maybe this is the reason why Nintendo kicked me off of my Splatoon 2 PE Arena yesterday, where we had to cut the stream kind of short when it comes to playing Splatoon 2 and switch over. So let's go ahead and get into this update here. So following up on last week's update, Splatoon 2 has received another patch, 1.4.1. And it was sort of expected, but today's update isn't too significant. There's not really a ton of things going on. Instead of adding some new functionality and making adjustments to the elements like weapons, this is mainly about addressing just a few issues. Let's go over some of the patch notes here. So, fix an issue allowing umbrella weapons used by opponents to shoot while their umbrellas remain open. So that is actually a pretty big update there. You can still shoot while your umbrella is open. That actually buffs the weapon quite a bit. Fixed an issue allowing players to use the goo tuber to store a charge shot indefinitely by charging briefly, immediately becoming a squid, then keeping a charge as long as the ZL wasn't released. Fixed an issue allowing a player to pass through a squid barrier surrounding the spawn points on Snapper Canal. Now here's the thing, Splatoon 2 will have another update this November. The patch will be much more significant when that update drops. It's going to be a big one in November, so expect all the balances and the tweaks and all that like we got before. And I don't expect them to be putting out big updates every single month, because that's pretty much what they've been doing since the game was launched. We've gotten big updates, we've gotten nice tweaks to weapons, but if you're an umbrella user, that is really key about that one. That is like super key, that you can actually shoot while the umbrella is open, so you're blocking and you're shooting people. So that's pretty good. I think you're gonna have an influx of people at least trying out the umbrella now, because before it's pretty easy to kill umbrella users. If you're a dual squelcher, if you're a blaster, if you're a lot of different weapons, you can just pretty much body these people that use this umbrella. But now that you can shoot, and have it open at the same time, that might be a whole new turning point for this weapon as far as the balance of what people use. So what do you guys think about these updates so far, this little update here? How are you enjoying Splatoon 2? And of course, if you want to get in on our PE Arena Splatoon 2 nights, check out the links in the description below for more information on that. get in our Discord. It's a lot of fun. We play pretty much every single Thursday. We're playing Splatoon 2 and sometimes on the weekends as well. So let me know what you guys think about this update to the Brella. That's like the main thing here in the comment section below. Alright, and moving on to the main topic here, we're going to talk about our good friends over there at EA. So, Star Wars Battlefront 2 developer says the Nintendo Switch release isn't currently planned, obviously, but it could be explored, quote, if we see opportunities there. So GameSpot recently spoke with Motive Studios producer David Rollebard about Star Wars Battlefront 2. The site managed to get a question about a potential Switch version for some reason they decided to ask, and Rollebard said that the Nintendo Switch release could be explored if we see opportunities there, which they haven't seen anything. However, he quickly added that, quote, it's not something that's on the books right now. It's worth noting that Star Wars Battlefront 2 runs on the elusive Frostbite engine that would take an army of people to get on the Nintendo Switch. Now for FIFA 18 on the Nintendo Switch, rather than using the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One version as a base which also used Frostbite, EA created a custom engine. It would be interesting to see how Star Wars Battlefront 2 or any other titles from the publisher would be handled in the future if they're developed with that engine. So EA has still decided that the Frostbite engine is not worthy of being on the Nintendo Switch. It would cost them an army of people and too much time, so they just haven't put it on there. So a lot of the games, or pretty much any game that they put out, probably isn't going to have the stuff that the other versions have. Now, we have seen developers use the PS4 and Xbox One base in order to get their games on the Nintendo Switch. We've seen it before. Stuff like Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 is pretty much the same engine, and they're just putting it right there on the Nintendo Switch. As far as Ybis 3 goes, you got all the features, everything pretty much on the PS4 version, you got it on the Nintendo Switch. If you look at NBA 2K18, pretty much everything that you see on there, it's the PS4 and Xbox One base, and they're just putting it on the Switch. Yes, you drop the resolution, drop the frame rate, but it still has all the content and everything there. EA has decided to go a different route, so they have not done so at this point. And to me, it's just one of those things to where this is a crazy question considering how FIFA 18 turned out, considering how everything went down with that. They didn't even bother to add a friend lobby, which, by the way, guys, FIFA at this point on the Nintendo Switch, from what I understand, is the only Nintendo Switch game that doesn't have friend lobbies. Because guess what? We just got an update to NBA 2K18 that adds those. FIFA's the only game. So Frostbite probably isn't going to be coming over if they don't even want to make a friend lobby for FIFA 18 on the Nintendo Switch. Now, when asked about that, EA says, oh, well, play locally. That's what EA told us to do on the Nintendo Switch, was play locally. So that just shows you the type of mindset that EA has when it comes to Nintendo Switch. They're not invested into this platform. They're not going to be invested into this platform anytime soon. And we're probably only going to get like FIFA ports using that same custom engine probably till forever, because the Switch is popular, so they're not going to not have something on there in order to get sales, and they're probably going to have as least effort as possible until something changes within that company culture, something changes within what Nintendo's talked to them, or something has to happen in order for them to actually care about it. So Star Wars, this huge game that's using Frostbite, that has these great graphics, why would that come over when they don't even want to put a simple friends lobby? Star Wars is all about online multiplayer, loot boxes, all this stupidity. They don't even want to put a friends lobby on the Nintendo Switch. So I doubt that they would want to do this game, which is all about playing with friends online. It's all about the online multiplayer experience. Can't even get a friend lobby. So yeah, it seems to me like a crazy question. If Star Wars Battlefront 2 came over, more people that can play the game, the better for the Nintendo Switch. It would be another big game. It would help out the system. And I'm pretty sure there's some people that bought NBA 2K18 on the Switch instead of PS4 and Xbox One, and maybe even decided to buy a Switch because they can play portable basketball. Maybe that's their favorite game and they don't care about the frame rate as much. They just want to play basketball when they're in class at school, like that one video. And maybe even some of the Battlefront crowd can be brought over eventually. But I do feel that at this point, with what's going on with the Nintendo Switch, what EA's been doing, it's just not necessarily something that's even going to happen anytime soon. Obviously, he left the opportunity there, but what opportunities do they have? If there's no opportunity at this point, then when is there going to be an opportunity? Maybe when EA sees the sales, maybe the Nintendo Switch needs to sell 20 million, 30 million, maybe that's when they see an opportunity to bring over the game or to bring over Frostbite, but it's not going to be anytime soon. So I can understand the question, but at the same time, like, I don't think anybody was expecting this, especially when we can't even get a friend lobby. EA is obviously not my favorite publisher out there. I think you can tell by the tone of my voice and just kind of how I've been talking with this. They're not my favorite publisher. I think that sometimes that they're very lazy when it comes to Nintendo fan base, especially for the past 2 generations. A lot of stuff missing in a lot of their games and just not really caring too much about making sure that there's even stuff like a friend lobby, as I've said multiple times here. Which every other Nintendo Switch game that has online play, from what I can understand, even indie games like Fast RMX, have friend lobbies. So Yeah, man, I just don't see this happening at all. So yeah, I don't see Star Wars Battlefront 2 on the Nintendo Switch anytime soon, but maybe in the future once EA takes the system more seriously, once the system sells more, I'm probably thinking EA will invest into it then. Alright, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon page, pledge any tier, be entered into win some awesome prizes. Plus, we have Discord voice chat for our live streams and prize eShop tournaments. Also, make sure you check out our brand new YouTube live gaming page and consider sponsoring PlayerEssence. When you do so, it works very much like Twitch, to where you can get custom emotes for the chat, and it also gets you entered into my friends list to participate in tournaments as well. So make sure you check out the link in the description below and consider sponsoring PlayerEssence. Also, make sure you hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you, Ninja, for the next video. Peace.